Yeah, hi guys. Um, Welcome back to Experience Design. Yeah, it's been a while. So I'm just trying to set up. Um, yeah. So yeah, we're basically planning to have a lot of design topics, and I wanted to just to have this session so that people can actually share the topics that they're interested in. And yeah, I mean, we've done a number of topics. Yeah, so I thought, let me just take a user-centered, design approach, just to see, what people are interested in. So yeah, I mean, it's a public holiday in South Africa. I actually forgot. Yeah, and I was like, ah, no, it's fine. Let me not change, today's session. I'm just gonna come here and basically, share that we are interested to continue with these design discussions. And yeah, so I'll be like setting up a lot of I'm setting up a lot of them in the next like few weeks. But I'm also like quite keen just to hear what people are interested in. And yeah, I see Bumi is here. i'm uh, I'm actually quite surprised. Yeah, I mean, I know that you are not feeling well. I thought you would be resting now, spending time with family. But yeah, I'm assuming you are strong. Um, but anyways, guys, yeah, I know a lot of people won't be joining us. Maybe you guys will be just be streaming the event like later on. And yeah, typically we do this on Thursdays, but I thought let me just try Wednesdays. And I know even time for others was a bit of a challenge, but we'll experiment and see maybe if we can try Wednesday, maybe try 4 to 5 p.m. South African time and see if that works for some people. But yeah, I mean, we're pretty much like flexible. Um, so yeah, guys, I mean, I'm not planning to be long, and I just thought let me just have this session and then just share that we are definitely gonna be having like more topics. And a lot of people have been reaching out to me saying, hey, what's happening, it's been a while. So yeah, guys, yeah, I've had to attend to some personal issues. And yeah, so now I'm back for some time. And also we're likely to take a break at some point. It's life. Yeah, so I think as much as we have the energy, we'll do this. And if life happens, we'll take a bit of a break and then continue. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just seeing some messages here now. I see Pablo is just messaging me. And anyways, so I actually wanted to just to see the number of events that we've covered. We've covered about 37, almost 40 topics. And yeah, I mean, that's quite a lot. And we've had like a number of interesting topics. And some that were done in French that was quite inspirational and motivating, since we are trying to be diverse and inclusive. Diverse and inclusive is not just about catering, I mean, having a wide range of topics, and having speakers from the different African regions, but it's also about, accommodating us as Africans, so that people can freely express themselves. Maybe we'll have a topic done in Zulu or Xhosa, or maybe in Swahili, etc. Right, or even Chichewa. But yeah, so that's like really like the main point. Like since we have these like open platforms, we don't have to conform to any standards. We can do so, right, and with the aim of having our voices heard and also to express ourselves. What does this like design thing mean? And what are like design principles that we can form out of these like communities that are African based, and also how can we incorporate our African principles in terms of how we do design, right? And there's more to it, there's more than just catering for our languages, but also seeing more like African design, African inspired illustrations, and African inspired apps, apps that are solving solutions for African villages, African communities, apps that promote African values, and seeing like more African based opportunities, you know so yeah, I mean, that's what I'm expecting to see, quite a lot of that, and some of these initiatives can start off as debates, as knowledge sharing sessions, and with an intent to inspire someone else, somewhere to actually start addressing African issues in an African with an African approach. So yeah, I mean, we've had topics like data-driven design, the role of design, the role of data in design. Yeah, so there's a lot that we need to unpack further, even about that topic. We didn't do it justice. Yeah, so the push for data-driven decisions, when it comes to design, is quite a big one, and something that we designers often need to remind ourselves, is it my opinion, and is it someone's opinion, is it an opinion of a senior executive, or is it an opinion of a of a well-respected product owner in the space. So to remove all that noise, right, to not make it about the role of a person, but to have like to actually lead with facts when you're designing, and for us to to continuously gather information, data in many ways. um yeah, so I mean, to the point where now so that they are data driven design decisions, and then they're also like data driven, like real time actions. When you dive into into big data, when you talk about like data analytics, and and data science, right? It's not longer just about sitting down and analyzing data for for a number of months or years. It's about actually systematically analyzing and making decisions in real time. And yeah, you will see, even when you're like using Uber nowadays, Uber Eats especially, and yeah, if you're browsing a menu maybe from Nando's or KFC, and then you go somewhere else, and they will like nudge you and say, hey, maybe there's a discount that you can try, etc., right? And they constantly like monitor, right? And they can even analyze the number of orders that are coming from that specific store. And then it's like, oh hey, we are having 10 orders, 20 orders from the specific store, and we can somehow promote the discounted delivered, so that if you're interested to buy, you can get a discount, because that driver can pick up your order, and they can pick up other people's orders to make things cheap, right? So that's like really about like analyzing data in real time and making decisions, right, that benefit the customer. Anyways, yeah, so that those like, I mean, we've had a number of topics that I said, right? We've talked about economic development of Africa through entrepreneurship. We've talked about design is not art, and seven drivers of engagement. And we've talked about uh, the future of UX design. Yeah, Mbumi actually had that topic. He led us into 2023, right? Just that. I mean, that topic actually set the tone for the rest of the year in terms of what UX design looks like 2023. Yeah, and I think we do need to go back and actually see at some point, hey, um, whatever we thought is going to happen a lot in 2023, are we seeing any signs of that? Uh, are we noticing like any changes in terms of what we anticipated to happen? And yeah, we've invited Red Merchant Bank to talk about their culture. We've invited NetBank as well, and we also had another company. I just forgotten the name now, and I'll need to check. right? And yeah, we talked about scaling design systems. Yeah, so that was like a quite like interesting topic. And we've had also some like live design battles. We've had designers from the different African countries presenting well, I'm sorry, tackling design issues and designing live. And yeah, we've had good participation from Nigeria, from Kenya, from Cameroon, and South Africa, and and other African countries. And yeah, I mean, we've had exciting like topics, how can you become a great designer one day at a time, and perception of human commit action, etc. Right? We've talked about inclusive design and so forth, right? So, anyways, there are quite a number of topics that we've talked about, and yeah, so yeah, I really like want us to come back, and it's I'm feeling a bit warm, as spring is here, and yeah, I'm quite excited to be back, and I'm hoping to reach out to many designers in the space. And yeah, I mean, the topics can be inspired by architecture, or by the car industry, or maybe food industry, maybe clothing industry, etc., right? Because there's a lot to learn from the various industries. And at the end of the day, we are humans, and we there are a lot of like trends that happen that actually influence us in different ways, and more than just a specific industry. So yeah, I mean, when you think about the green energy, when you think about healthy living, we've seen a lot of people trialing with with like vegan food, vegetarian food, etc. Also, even how people are designing houses, incorporating the green, having um flowers and trees like growing inside the house, measuring the inside with the outside, etc. Right? And I mean, we've seen that change tapping into many industries, right? And yeah, so even in design, right, we often steal a lot that happens outside, because we can see what's working for people, right? That there's always like an opportunity to reposition the lessons learned from other industries. So I mean, you can definitely do that. And yeah, so um yeah, I'm looking for people who can contribute, and the topic can be something that you are passionate about, that will be of value to designers, and it doesn't have to be so. Design is not just about having some like awesome digital experiences that are crafted in Figma and in other like tools, right? There's like a lot of like thinking process that is applied, and from understanding human beings, understanding their problems, understanding how to address their problems. And also, when you have a solution, how do you attract them, right? And how do you sell that solution, how do you package that solution, and how do you service the customers who bought that solution, and how do you keep that relationship with those customers who bought that solution, and so that you can you know slowly expand the solution, and maybe um you know offer like a wider range of that solution, right? So yeah, anyways, guys, as I said, I'm not gonna be long. I just thought, let me just pop by, and yeah, I didn't even prepare for this session. I just thought I'm just gonna come and flow and share whatever that comes to mind. So yeah, um anyways, I just want to say, hey, I'm back, I'm still alive, and there's a lot that has been happening, and you know such things do happen in life. But yeah, guys, so yeah, if you happen to stumble upon this video, um happy to receive your topics, and I will be creating a few from my side, and just to get us started. Yeah, and then we'll take it from there. I think I want us just to flow a bit, have a bit of freedom, experiment like we've done so far, and see what works and see what doesn't work, and pivot, etc., right? Yeah, and Actually, yeah, I mean, I'm amazed by the number of followers, that have joined the channel. And I know the last, I think we've got about 138 followers more in the last, month or so. And there was nothing. And also, I mean, I appreciate the love, and I know a lot of people have been reached out to me via LinkedIn, via WhatsApp, and other channels. So yeah, guys, let's do this. Let's do this again, and yeah, let's kick ass in this thing. And yeah, hope to see you guys. Hope to see you soon. Uh, Let me say cheers. Thank you. Okay, I even forgot now. Oh, I see. Just before I say goodbye, I'm seeing Lebuchang. Hi, Lebuchang. Yeah, it's great to see you, man. And yeah, I was about to say cheers, and I just thought, let me just come here and basically to say, hey, we're still alive. We are planning to have more sessions, and yeah, so please, keep your eye. And Lubuhan, it would be great to also to have you. I know you did plan to have a topic, so please let me know if you're still interested, and we can set up one for you. Okay, guys. Yeah, so I am gonna say cheers, and I said, like, I'm not gonna be here for long. I just came here to basically to say, hey, we're back, and we are planning to have more design topics. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please reach out to me directly, um, LinkedIn, Twitter, or even YouTube. I can tag us on our channel. I mean, yeah, guys, let me say cheers. And yeah, it was great to see you guys. It was great to see Mbumi and Lebohang. And I can see there are more people online. And yeah, guys, thank you. We'll see each other soon. And I'm hoping to prepare a topic that I can share next week. And then from there, I'll be sending more, topics. So thank you, guys. Let me say cheers.